Today I've got Mars on the mind. I've been studying Vedic astrology, and in my Vedic chart, I've got Mars in the first house, and I think so far as I know, he's said to be debilitated. So, meaning that's a part of my consciousness that I struggle with. And I've definitely found that to be true. If Mars represents the way one asserts oneself, yes, I have experienced myself from the time I was little as being debilitated in asserting myself. If Mars represents courage, same thing. I've experienced myself to have a very debilitated sense of courageousness. If Mars represents the warrior, the fighter, right, fighting for who I was, yes, that's been very debilitating. And it's manifested into like really strong anger and resentment, aggressiveness, rage. These are the unskillful means in which a debilitated Mars will express itself, because Mars being the defender, it's an energy there. Even though the repression of one expression is happening, that manifests into, you know, a different kind of energetic expression. So in my case, I really do struggle emotionally, because of the repressed anger and feeling lack of courageousness, lack that I can speak up for myself, stand up for what I believe in, and be very direct. So, this is not to say, oh, well, because I identify as trans and non binary, this is why. That definitely, from what I know and I've experienced, that definitely is where all this has come from for me. But this is not to say that this is the experience of every trans person or every non-binary person. That's not true. It just so happens that in my snapshot of, right, greater consciousness having a particular experience of itself, this I've come to know as my experience. So it feels like something good for me to do is just be more conscious of the energy of Mars, the more healthy expression, which it's very uncomfortable, but it really is starting with me speaking to my needs. I've done enough work. I'm pretty sure I have a good grasp of what my needs are, so I feel like that's an area where I excel. I can assess what my needs are, and then, but I have to speak to them, if I want them to manifest externally. So, yeah, I got Mars on the mind today, and going to be continuing to work on expressing my needs. And anybody else who finds themselves struggling with the more skillful means of Mars expressing himself, and again, that manifesting in just feeling anger, resentment, rage, frustration, I would recommend, taking some time for oneself and assessing, okay, what are my needs? Like, what do I need right now? And then taking action to fulfill that need. Then also, another component is not being too attached of the outcome, and having that trigger the cycle of rage and resentment again. So, yeah, but not letting go of that need, then just trying to find another way to get that need met. But don't give up on the need. Thank you.